I think we're going. I think we're going. Okay, so don't mind me. I've got notes and everything like this. Okay, so hi. It's so cool to like talk to y'all, even though. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Anyways, so first off, you want to start off with some decent water. I didn't start off with decent water, but now I do just because it's helping with like the hair, nail, skin, that whole thing or whatever. And I like the handy dandy, what have you. But yeah, no, just make sure it's just like actually like really this is the stuff I do. I pour this into here and make it look like I spend a lot of money on money or like on water, but not really. Actually, with the tea though, I am starting to. I bought a bunch of these. So my portioning with the tea, like when I'm in complete like weight loss mode, I drink one of these a day, which rounds out to basically 3 of these per gallon. And I'll tell you, when I start making the tea, I'm making 3 gallons. Well, I'm not making 3 gallons now, but whenever I talk about it, it's a batch. I'm making 3 gallons. And I use 4 gallons so that I allow some time, for evaporation and all that other stuff. I like boiling it down and making it really strong because it's really time intensive, and I would rather water it down than make it again. So yeah, so 1 gallon, 3 of these a day for me when I'm in full mode. Since I'm just really gonna be I'm not trying to lose weight right now. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not trying to lose weight right now. I'm trying to put on muscle. So for immuno purposes, just the garlic and the ginger, all that other good stuff, and appetite. I mean, it's just all around good thing, and especially for me, I have Guillain-Barré syndrome. So for inflammation, I put in the turmeric. Anyways, I do a mason jar a day, and this is what I actually recommend you to start off with until your system gets used to it. So if you're a big red meat eater, or things that are just not really good for you, honestly, most of that stuff burns off. But really, we're talking about the matter that does not get processed by your body. I'm not judging. I think all of y'all remember me as a vegetarian. I am an avid meat eater now. I started eating meat when I started flying, and I love it so much, but I can't eat that much of it. And a lot of it has to do with a lot of your body just doesn't process it. It's not just me being a vegetarian all my life. It's like our bodies literally don't process. So like, it takes the protein, but the matter of it, that's why we get that colon cancer, all that stuff that like creeps up really quickly because it's impacted in our system. So the reason why this tea, I say, works so much is really cleaning the colon out. So you just expect for things to come out that you never thought. Even as a vegetarian, I was like, oh, that's not cool. It didn't hit me as hard as like a gentleman I dated. He like ate red meat 3 times a day, like not even kidding, for like the last 20 years, and he lost like 60 pounds in 2 months, and it was all just due to like impacted matter. So, anyways, it will definitely clean you out. So being really careful with it is definitely advised. So we started out with some decent water. Also, because I made really, really large batches of it, I use the peeled garlic because it can get super messy. It's really time intensive. It's just really frustrating. You can go to the store, you buy this for like $3 and whatever you have it, and you've got your whole thing. If you want to do 1 gallon at a time, just use a third of the bag. It's already peeled. But do not use the jarred stuff. Do not use anything that's been soaked in its own juices or marinated or oils or water. None of that, because you will not, like, that's when people will stop being your friend. They will not. I'm looking at the wrong camera or whatever. Sorry, but anyways, it's that preservation mode of garlic that makes it sit in your system. If you're using it super fresh and you're putting it in there was even times where I would just make the tea and the ginger and the lemon, and then I would throw the garlic in there, especially when I was flying, to make sure that I knew that the garlic would actually process through my system and I wouldn't like completely blow people out. So it's the more that garlic sits, the more that you're going to take that odor on, and actually, it's going to go out of your body. If you're not sweating, if you're sitting a lot, if you're sedentary, if you don't drink a lot of water, people are going to smell it. But if you use fresh garlic, it can be out of your system in like 3 hours, versus if you use like the oil garlic and everything like that, that just seeps. The thing about it, it's just going to sit in your system and it's going to seep out, and it's really already potent and gross and everything like that. So at Walmart, it's unfortunately the only place that I can actually find the bagged garlic, and I avoid Walmart at all costs. And anyways, so there's that. And then also right now, I was going lemon hunting. I only say that I live in Arizona and there's free lemons on trees, but I misjudged where they are. I don't know where they're at right now. house. So I've got to go on lemon hunt. I went lemon hunting today, and then I just ended up doing some hills on the bike. But yeah, lemons, limes, I get a whole bag. Whatever I can find, a whole bag. They're usually like $4 at the store. That's for a 3 batch. You know what I mean? So just take that lemon juice. I prefer Myers lemons if I can find them. They're Sicilian lemons. They're a little juicier, so they're a little like I got these guns from like, you know, lemon juicing, but I use the little juicer thing. Some houses I've been for, I had at the last house I was in, I had like one of those like, you know, electric juicers. But there's been times I just hand squeezed it because it was so just like delicious. And even if you grill them, like it's amazing. Like it's like almost, you won't even go there. Anyways. Oh, I keep looking at the wrong, I'm supposed to be looking over here. Anyways, so bag of lemons, bag of garlic, bottle of honey. Oh yeah, so going into the honey. So this is just the regular standard great value honey. You can use that. I like to use the local honey from the fruit stands. People that are like on the corner. First of all, my parents were fruit stand people. They had a side business and they did sell like stuff on the side of the road, but we always went to farmers markets and everything like that. I've just always trusted shit from the farmers market. I was like, oh, they must be more natural than other people. So I started buying my honey from these people right here. Can it focus right there? But I have a little bit of a connect. I know I sound all cool or whatever. But they sell CBD, and I was like, okay, let's try the CBD. Am I gonna like grow a third nipple or something like that if I start using this, especially as a flight attendant? Like, you know, a lot of times there's trouble with sleeping, anxiety, all sorts of stuff. I've got friends that are in like Baghdad that I'm sending CBD to because there is no THC in this. They've got something that does actually have THC in it, but kind of a miracle drug, but will put you out on your ass, so you have to be careful with it. So definitely, you know, I'll make a batch where if I'm making 3 of these, I'll make 2 that are like my regular daily one, and then 1 that's like sleepy time. Also helps with the joints, but I don't like to use it a lot because even though it helps with the joints, it does mellow me out, and it is no THC. It's kind of amazing. So let me know if you're interested, but it smells like weird. Like literally, they're just like farmers on the side of the road, and there's a lot of CBD out here. I'm out west, and like it's all the rage, but it's kind of creepy. You walk into the store, and people are like, smoke this, and you're like, I don't know about all that, and you know, there's no regulations on it. These folks actually, anyways, they're actually really cool, and I can attest to it, and I can attest that you will not hop on a federal test. Not that matters to me anymore, but it did, and a lot of people out there, you know, flying is not the shit. Anyways, so also, so I've got that boiling. I was gonna do this whole thing in front of you. So if you are on the road, I use the microplaner, and then you've already got this, it's already peeled, you can throw it in a bag. You freaking just grate up your garlic, you can grate up your ginger, right? And you can throw it in the pots. Actually, we'll just do that really quickly. And just kind of see what that whole process is. But I'm using like big stuff, so anyways. Alright, I'm throwing that in there, but I want you to see what's actually in the pot. Oh, can you see that? So we're just boiling it up, right? Boiling it up. Then after I have that all boiled up, I'm actually gonna put, so I used to have one of those like $10 like a little food processor thing. I'm in a new house, we've got this thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna boil up my garlic for 5 minutes. So I put the ginger in about 10 to 15 minutes earlier. Because it's very fibrous and it takes a while for everything to boil out, and I just like it being really strong, and for some reason I feel like if I boil it longer, it's more sterile. I don't know. Anyways, so I've got the garlic going on. That'll be 5 minutes. When it comes out, I'll strain it. Actually, I say that, but I think what I'm going to start doing is just going ahead and throwing in the honey. Instead of doing this huge process, I'm going to throw in the honey. And then I don't have all the lime juice that I want. I have to go lemon hunting. Yes, I'm gonna go steal lemons off the side of the road. I don't care. There's no shame in my game. And then I already put cayenne pepper earlier. I'm gonna put a little more. I put it in early because the cayenne pepper that I have particularly is a little old. and so it doesn't like to break down really easily. So I like starting it on the heating up process versus just throwing it in the hot water. I know it's weird, and it's just like the bartender in me, but anyways, I'm so glad you tuned in. So after this, I'm going to add the honey, I'm going to add the lemon juice, and then I'll go ahead and strain it. I like using the 2-strainer method, so because there's like a lot of little bits in there. So little bits and big bits, strains into here, warms up. You can add the honey there if you want, or you can add it in now. Yeah, just kind of, and then you just throw it into your big gallon jug or your small guys and keep it in the fridge. That's basically it. I think I'm annoying roommates now. So I'm gonna get off now. All right. My voice is reverberating through the house, but anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, what's the word? Hey y'all from Phoenix, Arizona. Good connecting with you again. Bye.